everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of our Princeton Makes podcast. Once again, if you're hearing our podcast for the first time and are not familiar with us, Princeton Makes is an artist collaborative composed of about 30 artists local to the Princeton and surrounding areas. We're located in the Princeton Shopping Center. We have a storefront here with all of our art for sale, and some of the artists have studios on site. In this podcast, we host an artist every 2 weeks or every month and discuss their work. Today, we're hosting Tatiana Oles, who is the Artist of the Month here at Princeton Makes, together with Proshka Tolf, who we had here last week. So, hi, Tatiana.
Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for having me today.
Of course, thank you for participating and wanting to be here with us. So, Tatiana has prepared a little biographical essay for us, and I would love to just listen. It's about her artistic background and her artistic philosophy. So here we go.
I came from Moldova, from big city Chisinau. I came to America 2002 and came to Minnesota and stayed in Minnesota around 11 years. Minnesota was very cold, and I sit in a little house and create different my art. I was born into a creative family. My dad was a professional musician and play the violin in symphony orchestra. Then devoted his life to making violin and violas. He made 37 violins.
Oh my goodness.
Was very creative man. My mother was an actress. Then worked as a choreographer. The life of my family influenced on my creation. I graduated from Children Art School, then an art lyceum. I graduated from university also. I have always been surrounded by talented people who also influence on my artworks. When I arrived in USA, I continued my creativity. I began to paint and exhibit my painting in art galleries. I was constantly in search of my own style, but I realized that you need to create what is close to my soul. I believe that this is my mission to create beauty and delight other people with my creativity. I realized that for me, the main things in life is self-expression through art. My paintings are filled with positive energy and love. It does not matter if I draw a house of angel, paint some still life or people or animals. My work is as diverse as our life. All the time there is process of self-expression through paints, fabric, clay, thread. It does not matter if it is embroidery or felting. Everything I do is creative process. I always motivate myself to study, learn something new and interesting. My activity brings me pleasure in the process. I enjoy the result of my work because it is an integral part of harmony life. I show aesthetic of everyday phenomena. I try to change the world for the better. This is my highest goal. I choose my life's work with my heart and head. In life, I have to learn new profession. For example, a teacher on fine art in children's institution. To earn a living, I sold my work myself. When I participate in different exhibitions, art shows, festivals, and on internet. I have also exhibit my work in various galleries in Minnesota, New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and New Jersey. Now I am staying in Princeton Makes. Around me a lot of nice and talented people, and I want to inspire my new friends and inspire from art who made my friends also.
I think you do that here for sure. You're definitely an inspiration. And I think Yeah, one of the main reasons is because you do have so many mediums that you work with. You have paintings up, you have felted things, you have polymer clay, all
Yeah,
sorts of stuff.
I made toys.
And the toys, yeah,
Yes,
the
I
ornaments
in
and the
my life
toys.
I did a lot of and made a lot of things. I made furniture.
Wow.
Yes, I
Wow.
made a lot of quilts. I love sewing, I love knitting, I love felting. And sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I thought, what I can start? Maybe I will be sewing. No, I won't paint. No, maybe I will be make something different. But my soul all the time asks me, Tatiana, how many things do you want? Everything just for enjoy and for make my life beautiful and interesting.
How did you learn all of these different skills?
This has helped me internet, sometimes different gallery because I travel a lot. And when I was in Moldova, I traveling to big city like St. Petersburg. I was Hermitage. I learned how paint famous artists from all the world. I was in Moscow. I was in Kiev. I was in Georgia, like Tbilisi. I travel everywhere and learn how working another artist. And also I paint every day. I paint with oil, I paint with watercolor. When I came to America, I don't know about acrylics paint. I try experimenting with acrylic. But my first work was mess. I said, what happened? I cannot paint and try learn different technique using different book from library because this was Minnesota. I didn't have computer and I went to the library and found some book and learned how paint with acrylic. But that does not help me. And I came at home where I'm staying in Minnesota and tried to do different things and like it. And I bought a lot of different acrylic and try with fluid, try with like heavy acrylic and receive a lot of fun from this. And I decided maybe I will be step by step learn more. Then I bought computer and learn how paint different artists who paint acrylics paints.
So, really, just giving yourself the space to play also has been a big part of learning your skills.
Also, I met in Minnesota near Duluth. This is like second big city from Minnesota, near Lake Superior. Some nice people from Germany, like originally from Germany, but stay in America many years. And Heidi, her name, and bring me to the church. There was a lot of nice ladies who create like with watercolor, some acrylic. I was in this group of people. One time I came and paint very fast, and woman said, "Oh, you Russian art machine! How you paint so fast? You paint during 1 minute, one watercolor. You paint like 5 on the 1 hour. How to do this?" I said, I had big experience. I paint every day. Then I met another people in Duluth in different gallery. I just starting show my artwork in Blue Lake Gallery, very nice honor this gallery. I starting embroidery with beads because this traditional from Indian people and I love how make different jewelry. And I starting embroidering on the leather different beads painting from a famous French artist, Renoir, and people starting by my art. And my daughter stay in Princeton, and in Minnesota winter time very cold. And house where I stay was very old and no good heat. And I came from Moldova, very hot weather, and all the time freezing. I said my ex-husband, I need to go to visiting my daughter. When I visited my daughter, I stayed there 4 months. I had my solo exhibition and Small World Cafe because I show my address my daughter and people said, "Oh, you Princeton artist?" I said, "Yes." Then I came to New York and participate in another exhibition in Gallery 225. Was like 2 different shows. And then I decided visiting my sister in Virginia, in Roanoke. Also, I put my art everywhere in gallery because I'm from Virginia. I'm a local artist.
That's very strategic of you.
Because I need to make money. My husband, 11 years, does not have work, and I make money during 11 years. And I met again nice people. Then I came back Minnesota and continue my art in Minnesota. So I made different dolls. I met another people who like dolls. I make like these dolls different, like Russian style, like Spanish style, like Frida Kahlo. I made this my experimenting with dolls. Then I decided to make different quilts because Minnesota was very cold. I starting so when I collect different fabrics, quilts and sold on eBay because eBay for me was very good place because before 2010 was a lot of rich customer and bought a lot of my art, maybe around 1,000 because I made different art.
That's amazing. Yes. Oh my gosh.
But after 2010 was economic down, remember? And was very difficult, and I decided to put my artwork on different gallery and participate different art show outside where like 200 artists all the time represent art outside. And also I use opportunity sell my art on this nice place. And nature in Minnesota beautiful, 6,000 lakes.
Wow.
I love fishing, and when it was winter time, and I tired from homework when I cooking and cleaning. I said I want go to the big lake, where a border between Minnesota and Canada, big red lake. And my ex-husband said, "Okay, let's go." But my husband was hunter and fishing man, and we came to this lake. Was very cold. Ice was like 1 yard.
Wow.
Yes, and the ice middle of the lake was different small houses where was inside different holes and bed. And I can lay down and sleep and eat and just put my Shakespeare and cut different ice, like fish, northern fish. Yes, I have fun. Then I come back and paint again like deer and different animals. And also put my art different hospitals, like cafe, like restaurant.
You know, a lot of artists have a hard time having the courage to put their work out there and to make the connections at local establishments and hospitals. Do you get nervous before you, I mean, you have done it all. Like you have put your work everywhere, and it doesn't seem like it was a hard thing for you to do. And I'd love to know just like your outlook on making those connections.
You know, when I came to America, I don't know very good English, just simple, like at home. Okay, I prepare food for you. What would you like? Blinchiki Russian, borshik Russian, like this. But when I came to gallery, I don't speak a lot. I just show my art. And people say, "Oh, very nice. Of course, we will help you," and other things. And usually I feel like I have good intuition. When I came someplace, I know what kind of people will be talking with me. I just was like expression and emotional, just show, like talking with my hand. And everybody understood me.
I love that. Okay, so lesson from Tatiana, less speaking, more gesturing.
Yes.
More art showing.
Yes, because I'm meeting a lot and I gave different idea, people who was around me, because my ex-husband have big family and a lot of children, grandchildren from before two times married and have a lot of things. And I connect with first wife, I connect with second wife, I connect with grandchildren, I knitting everything for everybody, hats, sweater, jacket, I made tent for fishing, sewing for him, everything. And people was happy and don't ask me a lot of questions, just took present and was happy.
Wow.
Sometimes my ex-cousin had sister, brother, nephew, niece, and everybody came in his house. Look at what's the Russian woman who made some garden outside, never have garden. I had a lot of story in my life because I'm already 62 years old. I saw everything.
You really have.
Yes.
This is our game, Ask the Artist. And here's the first question. What is your favorite artist of all time?
Well, I love Russian artist Ivan Aivazovsky. This is very famous painter. When was born 1870 in Feodosia. He painted more than 6,000 paintings.
Wow.
Aivazovsky was romantic painter who is considered one of the greatest masters of marine art. When I saw his art, when I was in Moscow and St. Petersburg, was a small room, but painting was like 3 yards up and here, and
All
big
the space.
wave. And when I came to this room, I just, wow, this looks like this is water come in me. This was so realistic paint.
What's your favorite material to create with?
Oh, this is very difficult
I
question.
know, for you this is
But I love
nearly impossible.
Paints, yes.
Okay. What space do you feel the most creative in?
I love at home.
Okay.
When music, when I can thinking about what I want to paint.
Do you have an artistic nightmare?
When I'm not well and I cannot paint.
Oh my gosh.
This is bad for me.
And the last question is one word that describes how you feel when you're creating.
Oh, this is different, and everything can depend from my mood. But I try make my mood high.
What music do you like listening to when you're creating?
I try found something nice, jazz music, jazz. Yes, and I'm starting to do. When I listen jazz and make something, I feel great.
So Tatiana, before we wrap up, I know you have an artist talk coming up on December 15th.
Yes.
Tatiana, where can people find you online or otherwise?
Artoles.com.
So
yes.
art and your last name.
Yes.
.com.
Yes.
Perfect. So Tatiana, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here and sharing so generously. This podcast was created by Zohar Lavi-Hasson and Rebecca Swan as your host. Our theme music is by Renata Pugh, and this podcast was recorded here at Princeton Makes in the Princeton Shopping Center. If you have any questions or comments, suggestions, please send an email to princetonmakes@gmail.com, or you can join our mailing list via our website. Come visit us. We're open 7 days a week during the holidays, 10 to 6 p.m. Thanks for listening.